All right, let's break it down like an Eskom unit. Featuring producer Petrus Jedediah Buerta. Welcome. Now, all we have is we're going to stage 6. It's empty. There's not enough. We want to know why.
The main reason.
Yeah.
This is the main reason as per Eskom. So I'm not putting words in their mouth.
No.
I'm using their words.
We are doing responsible journalism today.
Exactly. So
Thank
this is the words of Eskom, that due to the unlawful and unprotected labor action which has caused widespread disruption to Eskom's power plants, stage 6 load shedding needs to be implemented.
Oi.
Can one layman it here and say, given this particular strike, the individuals who would need to enable the flow of power into the country are obviously on strike, therefore they can't press the buttons, load the coal, pour the diesel, do the necessary to keep things going and flowing. Is that okay as a layman understanding?
That's correct.
All right, that's done and dusted.
Yeah. So what they're basically doing is they're preventing the people that want to work
Yes.
from going to do their work.
Okay. And that work is enabling us to get electricity.
Yes.
Got you, layman. I want to make sure we don't do all the jargon around this. I want to make sure that it's simple and easy to understand. What else do we know at this stage besides the fact that we're on stage 6?
Okay, so overnight, 10 generating units, those are the things that generate power,
Yes.
tripped.
And they tripped.
Yes.
On purpose or?
The average power station in South Africa is 43 years old.
Oh,
So these units do trip.
Yeah.
And it's not as simple as your DB board in your house.
yes.
It's tripped before, and you just put the switch
Tripped
back
recently.
up, right?
So what happens is because of the load shedding on and off, unfortunately, for some reason, because of the flow, I've had to change my mains switch on the DB 3 times. So that's a big problem. So yeah, so it trips. So the tripped, and then it switches off, and then someone
Yes.
needs to go there, but that someone's not available because the person's on strike.
And also, it's not just pushing a little switch and pulling it back up.
All right.
It's actual technicians that have to go out, and it takes time to get these units back. So 10 tripped overnight, only 3 are back. So again, you're losing a lot of generating capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to give you a picture, and this is don't be scared by the numbers that I'm giving you.
I'm ready. I love numbers. Numbers are accurate and
Why are you
they're
saying
backed.
we shouldn't be scared?
Because it's scary what I'm going to tell you.
Okay, just you know what? Rip the plaster off.
Okay.
Tell us about the numbers.
So I'm going to give you the peak from last night at 6:30.
Okay, peak.
So the demand in the country was 34,400 megawatts. Okay.
Right.
Eskom only had an available generation capacity of 29,344 megawatt. So there's a gap of, say, almost 5,000 megawatt,
Yes.
which they make up by load shedding.
Okay.
Okay, so in order to make up the 5,000 difference, that will determine the stage.
That is correct.
All
So
right.
currently there's a shortage of 6,000 megawatt on the electrical grid. And how do they get that? They go into stage 6 load shedding.
Interesting. Are you saying that the number that is the deficit is congruent to the number that is the stage?
Yes. So stage 4 is 4,000 megawatt. Stage 8 is 8,000 megawatt.
Okay.
And the other thing that came out this afternoon was that there's still a possibility of stage 8 load shedding.
Stage 8.
Stage 8. Now, I think one of the biggest questions that we just quickly need to touch on
Please.
is how does a change in stage affect me?
Yes.
So stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 is normally about 2.5 hours.
All right.
But when you go to stage 6, 7, and 8, I'm going to focus on 6 now, you're looking at 4.5 hour breaks. So you'll get 2 4.5 hour breaks and 1 2.5 hour break.
So in this stage level, we should be looking at when we will have electricity as
Yes.
opposed to when we are going to be shedding.
Yes. So
Yeah.
our electricity just went off.
Yes, we went off now, yeah.
Yeah. So if we are on the Eskom grid, that would mean that our electricity will be off from 4 o'clock till 8:30 tonight.
That's a lot of off time.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Look how busy this man is. That is the lowdown of what we know so far on stage 6.
The show that drives you home with the most music. The Flash Drive with Carl Wastie. Only on KFM 94.5.